Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I just want to say firstly, before I get into this week's video, a massive thank you. I don't think me saying thank you will ever be enough to really represent how I'm feeling right now. All the comments, the messages, the shares from last week's video honestly means the world. It's the day after I posted it, so it's all quite fresh. I'm feeling very overwhelmed, but yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm so thankful that I could help some of you and be open about grief, because I kind of feel like it's not spoken about enough. And when it happened to me, I was very lost and I had no one to refer to, no one in the public eye that could kind of help me or help me make sense of what was going on in my mind and what was going on in my heart. So yeah, I'm really honoured to have helped some of you. So yeah, thank you so much. And if you missed it, I will link it down below and it'll probably come up on the screen at the end of this video. So yeah, thank you all so much. I don't know what I did to deserve any of you and to deserve some of the comments that I got. Yeah, thanks. Now on to the video. Welcome back. There's a reason I've got such a bare, angry face. There is a reason. This week I'm going to be doing a review of, drumroll please, the Collection Lasting Perfection Weightless Foundation. Now, we all know how I feel about Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. It's literally my favourite ever concealer. I cannot rate it enough. If you haven't tried it, please try it. And I said it a few weeks ago, Collection have currently got a deal on at Boots. So it's 25% off, I believe, if you buy 2 items. So I literally cannot recommend getting yourself over there quick time, because even when I bought this, I also bought another eyebrow pencil because mine had run out, the one that I always use, and that together was £5, which is absolutely mad. For a foundation and an eyebrow pencil, £5 is like a crazy crazy amount. So yeah, I cannot recommend it enough. So this one comes in 2 types of foundation. This is the weightless one, so I'm assuming that this one is the more lightweight, kind of less full coverage version as to the other one. The other one it comes in a glass bottle and it's got a pump applicator, so it's more like a normal foundation, whereas this looks more like a BB cream, to be honest. It says flawless weightless coverage, lasts up to 16 hours and minimises imperfections. This is in Cool Ivory, which is the lightest shade that they do, obviously because your girl's ginger, so there's really only one option, isn't there? The only thing I'm struggling with at the moment, which is why I really haven't bought any new drugstore foundations to kind of review, is the fact you can't try testers. I think testers are so key, like so key. I just went with the lightest one. I mean, that's quite easy for me because I am usually the lightest shade. So let's talk about the packaging. I've dropped it already. First of all, I think it actually looks really nice. I believe, let me find out how much it is without the discount. So, okay, it's £4.99 without the discount, so that's really good actually, because obviously I got both those things for £5, when actually the eyebrow pencil alone was £4. That's how, I don't know with my lips, sorry. So yeah, first of all, price is amazing. Completely affordable. It's 30ml, which is like the average bottle of foundation, I believe. Let me just check one of my others. Well, yeah, this one is a Revolution one that's 23ml, and Revolution's obviously a great brand anyway. It's affordable, but it's still a lot more expensive than Collection. So yeah, 30ml is really good. Packaging is simple. I really like it. They all key in together. What would have been nice is to have the gold lid, I feel, because they've recently rebranded this Lasting Perfection concealer. and before it looked like this, had a black lid. So I feel like now, because they've rebranded this one, I think the foundation actually does look like this with the gold lid, but I think they should have kept it along the same lines for this one. I think it just would have made sense, to be honest. But I'm just like, I'm all about the aesthetic as well. I think that's a big thing for me. Really easy to read on the back as to what it's going to do. And it's just really simple, really easy. It's not too big, it's not too bulky. It'd fit travel size to go anywhere. So you can just pop it in your makeup bag or pop it in your bag and you wouldn't really notice it was there. So that's a big bonus. Now, let's go into it. I haven't tried it yet at all because I've been on nights and I wanted to try it with you guys. So first of all, sorry, the application is just like a squeezy kind of application. I don't know what you call squeezy. You can just squeeze it, okay? You squeeze it out. It comes out quite runny. I'd say it's quite liquidy, as you can see. It comes out quite quick. I'm gonna say you don't need a lot, but we're gonna see about that. The colour wise, let's just pop that on the back of my hand. So one of the best places to test foundation just for colour is here. This is because this area of skin is most similar to the skin on your face, just so you know. So if you're ever going to test foundation, always test it here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go in with a brush and then probably blend it out with a beauty blender, because I've been using a brush recently for my foundations. I'm not going to use my flawless filter because I really want to test it, and I think when you test a foundation you're better off not applying loads of bases to it. So let's see how we do. Okay, first of all, right, the colour is a really good colour so far. I think the problem with drugstore foundations is that often their undertone is slightly off. So obviously you can get different colour undertones for foundation, and that can be yellow, pink undertones, and sometimes that's a little bit too off. However, this is actually okay at the moment. My first thing to note is that it's very matte. I'm not really a matte girl, to be honest, which is probably why I would put flawless filter on underneath. So I'm just going to go in circular motions with this. So far, to be fair, like, it's actually covered up my spot quite well. Yeah, it's still there, and yes, it's still present because she's hanging on for dear life, but in general you can't see it that bad. Like, it's actually covered it up quite quickly. I think my instant criticism is that it's very matte. It seems a little bit dry, but then I've got dry skin, so maybe it's that. I suppose you could shine it up a little bit, but I do like more of like a natural kind of base at the minute. It's super easy to apply though, I will say. If you like a matte base, then maybe this would be for you, but it's super easy to apply. I haven't had any issues. I haven't had to work fast because it's drying so quick. I haven't had to blend overly. Like, it's just blended in really nicely. I look like a little bit of a ghost, to be honest, but obviously I've just got foundation on, so we're going to be looking like a little bit of a white horn. But so far, like, I'm not mad at it. I think, like I said, I don't like how matte it is. It's quite dry in some areas, and that's not really me. Maybe if I paired it with like a lighter, dewier base, it would work out a little bit more. But what I'll do is I'll jump off, do my base, and then we'll come back and see how it looks then. I don't know why I had to take a big then. But so far, I'm not bad at it. I'm not like, wow, I need to purchase this more often, but it's literally like, what? It's £5, and £5, like, it doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna stop chatting shit and I'll go do my base and be back. We are back. Hello. First of all, yes, I have got a bomb eyeshadow on. And yes, that will be next week's video. I've just done filming next week's video, obviously while I was like finishing my base and stuff. So that video is going to be an exciting one. So please stay tuned, because I'm going to discuss this eyeshadow look because it was a really fun video and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, anyway, to the foundation. Now I have finished applying my whole base. Now obviously highlighter, concealer, everything. The point that I will say first and foremost is that it actually, you can go away, it actually layered like really, really well. I think that's always the concern with foundation, is that a foundation can be great on its own and like a really good foundation, but if you layer it, it doesn't really go so well and you have issues, or it becomes heavy or cakey, or it takes some of the foundation off. Like I've literally had some foundations that have started to come off when I'm applying like cream contour, bronzers, blushes, and I'm sorry, but that is the last thing you want from a foundation. I'm actually very impressed with how it looks. It looks obviously less matte now. We've got some highlighter on, some bronzer. It looks a lot nicer than what it did, and actually like even looking in the mirror like in natural lighting, the finish is actually really, really nice. I would say it's medium to full coverage. Definitely. My only criticism is that when I was applying concealer, obviously on the blemishes that I have got, I did have to apply like a few layers of concealer, because it was like I applied it and then left it as I would before powdering and stuff, and it was like I had to go back and apply more because it just started to show again. But with the concealer, like you can totally see that they've made these products together in mind. I'll be interested to try the foundation as well of this brand, but yeah, they work really, really well together, rightly so, they should. I'd be like, what are you doing if they didn't? So they blend really, really well together. Definitely recommend these two together. This is obviously the OG and you cannot get better than this concealer, sorry. But anyway, probably give it, I was going to be cruel and say 6 out of 10, but we're going to knock it up and say 7 out of 10 overall on its finish. Its application, I'd probably say a 6 out of 10. It's quite dry. If you like a matte finish, then you probably give this foundation a higher rating, but for me, I did have to then add a lot of highlighter because I do like a glowy, like more natural base. The way it looks, its appearance, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. I don't think you can go wrong with this kind of packaging. So yeah, overall, thumbs up from me. Will it be my staple? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie, I would rather spend some more money and get Light Wonder. Absolute stunning. You're a stunner. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, guys. If you want to see more reviews, then comment down below. I would definitely do more reviews. I absolutely love trying new products and sharing them with you. It makes me so happy. Please give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe and join my little fam. I will see you next week for this eyeshadow look because it's a really fun video. I didn't just create it on my own, so a little hint for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful Wednesday.